Factoring special products. 1. Sum and difference of two terms. Next is the square of a binomial, the square of a trinomial, and the cube of a binomial. So, dito muna tayo sa first special products, which is the sum and difference of two terms. So, according dito, the sum and difference of two terms is equals to the square of the first term minus the square of the second term. So, for the example, x plus 9 multiplied by x minus 9, para ma-factor out daw natin ito, we have to first square the first term, which is yung x. So, in this case, yung x i-square natin minus, since positive multiplied by negative is also negative, square of the second term, which is yung 9. Okay. So, x raised to 2 is x squared minus 9 raised to 2 is 81. So, the sum and difference of x plus 9 multiplied by x minus 9 is x squared minus 81. Okay? How about 4x plus 6y multiplied by 4x minus 6y? Again, i-square natin yung first term, which is 4x minus square of the second term, which is 6y. The square of 4 is 16, and the square of x is x squared, minus square of 6 is 36, and square of y is y squared. The answer is 16x squared minus 36y squared. Okay? Next is 2x squared y plus 7 multiplied by 2x squared y plus 7. Square natin yung first term, which is 2x squared y plus the square of the second term, which is 7. 2 squared is 4. X squared raised to 2 is x raised to 4. And y squared. Plus 7 raised to 2 is 49. So the sum and difference of two terms for 2x squared y plus 7 multiplied by 2x squared y plus 7 is 4x raised to 4 y squared plus 49. Okay? Next is the square of a binomial. So the square of a binomial is equals to the square of the first term plus twice the product of the first and the second term plus the square of the second term. For example, x plus 3 raised to 2 is equals, first, kunin natin yung square nung first term, which is yung x, square natin, plus twice the product of the first and second term, 2 multiply the product of x and 3, x and 3, plus the square of the second term, which is 3. So simplify na lang natin. X raised to 2 is x squared plus 2 times x is 2x times 3, 6x plus square of 3 is 9. So, the answer is x squared plus 6x plus 9. Next example is x minus 4 raised to 2. So, first, kunin natin yung square of the first term, which is x, so x squared. And twice the product of x and y, so x multiplied by negative 4. So, kunin natin yung twice nito. So, x multiplied by negative 4 is negative 4x. Multiplied by 2 is negative 8x. So, minus 8x. And then the square of the last term, which is 4. So, negative 4 squared is positive 16. So, here it is. Okay? How about 3x plus 5 multiplied by 3x minus 5? First, square the first term again. 3x square plus twice the product of x and y. So, multiply natin. 3x times 5 is 15x. Multiplied. Twice natin siya by 2. So, that would be 30x. And twice the product of the second term, which is 5. Simplify. 3 squared is 9. X raised to 2 is x squared plus 30x plus 5 squared is 25. Okay? Next is the square of a trinomial. So, the square of a trinomial consists of the square of the first term, square of the second term, square of the third term, and twice the product of the first and the second term, twice the product of the first and the third terms, and twice the product of the second and the third terms. So let's have an example. A plus B plus 4 raised to 2. So first, kukunin natin yung square nung first term, which is yung A. Square lang natin. Since positive naman lahat ng sign, positive lang yung gagamitin natin. And then the square of the second term, which is yung B. And yung square ng third term, which is yung 4. Plus twice the product of the first and second term. So, yung product ng A and B, which is AB, twice lang natin siya. So, that's 2AB plus twice the product of the first and the last term, or the third term. Twice lang natin to, which is 4A. Twice. So, 2 times 4 is 8, and then 8. Plus twice the product of the second and the third terms, which is B and 4. So, that will be 4B pag minultiply, and then twice lang natin siya. So, that will be 8B. Next is simplify na lang natin. So, A raised to 2 is A squared, plus B raised to 2 is B squared, plus 4 raised to 2 is 16, plus 2AB, plus 8A, plus 8B. So, ito yung sagot natin. Okay? How about 2A plus 3B minus 5 raised to 2? First, kunin natin yung square ng 2A, which is 4A squared, plus the square of the second term, which is 9B squared, square of the third term, which is negative 5, is positive 25, and then twice the product of the first and the second term. So the product of this, 2a multiplied by 3b is 6ab multiplied by 2. So that will be 12ab. And twice the product of the first and the third term. So 2a multiplied by negative 5 is negative 10a multiplied by 2 is negative 20a. And twice the product of the third or the second and the third term. 3b multiplied by negative 5 is negative 15b multiplied by 2 is negative 30b. So, ito yung sagot. Okay? Next is d minus 2e minus f raised to 2. So, again, square of the first term, square of d is d squared. And the square of the second term, which is negative 2e, is positive 4e squared. And the square of the third term, which is negative f, is positive f squared plus twice the product of the first and second term. So, multiply natin. 2 multiplied by negative 2e is negative 2de, and then multiplied by 2 is negative 4. Okay, so negative 4de. And twice the product of the first and the third term. D multiplied by negative f is negative df multiplied by 2 is negative 2df. And twice the product of the second and the third term. Negative 2e multiplied by negative f is positive 2ef multiplied by 2 is positive 4ef. So, ito yung final answer. Okay? Last is the cube of a binomial. So, the cube of a binomial consists of the cube of the first term and thrice the product of the square of the first term and the second term, thrice the product of the first term and the square of the second term, and the cube of the second term. So let's have an example. V plus 3 raised to 3. So first, kunin natin yung cube ng first term, which is yung D. Next, since positive naman yung sign, so lahat ng sign na gagamitin natin, positive for each terms. Next is thrice the square, the product of the square of the first term. So, square natin yung first term and multiplied by the second term, which is 3, plus thrice the product of the first term and the square of the second term, plus the cube of the second term, which is 3. And then, simplify lang natin. V raised to 3 is this d cube plus 3 multiplied by d squared multiplied by 3 is 9d squared plus 3 multiplied by d is 3d multiplied by 3 squared, which is 9, is 27d plus the cube root of 3 is 27. So, ito yung sagot natin. Okay? How about 3a minus 2b raised to 3? So, una, cube root ng first term is 3a raised to 3 plus thrice the product of the square of the first term multiplied by the second term plus thrice the product of the first term and the square of the second term plus cube of the second term. And then simplify. 3a cube is 27a cube. Multiply lang natin to lahat, which is negative 4, 54e squared b plus 36 ab squared minus 2b raised to 3 is 8b cubed. Ito yung final answer. Okay?